Today I'll be building this battery operated trike. Here are all the parts. Not that many to put together. First thing to do is to attach the windscreen to the front fairing. The materials seem fairly sturdy. It's pretty much made all of plastic, as you would expect. So now we're just attaching the fairing to the front forks. All you really need for this is a screwdriver, and later an adjustable spanner will come in useful. So now doing the axle, the front axle. Yeah, this bit's quite fiddly because the front forks are a bit, they're quite stiff, so it's hard to get the axle inside, as you will now see. Now it's just a case of putting a nut on each end and the washers. The nuts have Loctite on, so it's hard to tighten them by hand, but the bike does come with two tools, two identical sockets if you like, which you can rotate in opposite direction to each other to tighten those two nuts up. So this is just putting the mudguard in. Now we're just connecting the wire for the front headlight. You might find it easier to have someone help you do this whole thing, but I managed to do it on my own. So we're now about to put the front fork bolt through the fork and into the motorbike body. So here's the adjustable spanner I mentioned earlier. You could probably use the one that they supplied, but at the time I didn't spot it. So this is the rear top box base going onto the carrier, and it's just 3 screws again. And now just putting the lid on. The lid with the flashing light or rotating light. And now connecting up the battery to the positive terminal. If your seat's already off, you obviously need to take that off first. So I'm just putting it back on with just that one screw, and it clips in at the front. And that's it, apart from the stickers or decals, which I'm about to do. Some of mine were a bit scrunched up for some reason. And these are a couple of stickers that we got made featuring the name of my son, who this is for. Thought it would be a nice idea. make it a bit more personalised. Yeah, so this one's a bit creased, as I mentioned. This one was a bit fiddly. Had to take it off and put it back on a few times. And this is the finished product. Well, almost. Just one more thing to do. And now we're going to test it out. So it goes forwards and backwards, as you would imagine. So as I mentioned, you need to put a couple of AA batteries in this compartment here. And here's what this sounds like. Thank you very much for watching.